What's up? It's a good jamming song for Wednesday. Good morning, everybody. We got 2 dogs today. The boys are back. The boys are back in town. So that's cool. We got a little bit of weather to talk about. Cold here in our Mike's Weather Page studio. Had to turn the heat on this morning. It was 66 degrees in this house. What's up with that? Man, a little cold for my little Hunter. I had to turn the heat on for my buddy. He didn't like the cold, that's for sure. He's big freezing. He's nice and warm now. So anyway, good morning, everybody. This is Daily Brew. We come together during the winter, a few days a week, chit-chat about things. There's always weather to talk about. Tropics or not, there's always weather. And Hunter's frisky this morning. It's always good to see him playing with his big brother. They were tugging on a couple toys, and Julie and I were like, well, he's back. He's feeling good. So let's hope it stays. All kinds of blood tests are coming back for him. They're worried about his skin. But we'll do it. We'll do it. All right, we're going to talk about the weather. It's Wednesday. Some exciting things coming up before, we lose everybody. We got our big Brew Crew party March 12th in the Cape over in Florida. Get with Shelly in our little Brew Crew chat area. It's a VIP little party we're doing. Special shrimp boil and some music and fun. And it's going to be a great time. A lot of Floridians get to meet up. We're going to do that. And you got an RSVP for that. And it's also open to our cruisers, which is March 13th for the Mike's Weather Page cruise. So it's open to cruisers and Brew Crew right now. And if we have any openings at the end, we're going to open it up there for some general fans. But right now it looks like we might reach our 100. And I have to keep it right there. That's a lot of shrimp, man. So anyway, all right, this is where I was at. There's our little logo, ABC. Our Daily Brew is brought to you by our good friends at ABC. They had me as the guest speaker. No, keynote. Talk about big time, right? Keynote, whatever the heck that means. So anyway, I got to speak hurricanes. I told them it'd be about 45 minutes. Well, it got to about 55, and I'm like, oh, man, I got about 5 more slides, so I didn't get to do the whole thing. But it was good, man. I met some amazing folks from ABC. It even made me love them even more. It's such a great family company. Listening to the stories of a lot of district managers, store managers that follow our page, that are friends of our page, that live here with me in Florida, and just hearing stories of what they do for the community and special needs even. So, man, I just fell even more in love with ABC. So that's more reason to support ABC. But I had a great time. If anybody's watching that was at that, the vendor party afterwards was phenomenal. All the vendors supported. There was about 150 vendors there handing out free samples. I was the last to leave. But I did have a room there, so all good. All right, buddy. Let's say hi to Louie, then we're going to talk weather. Keep it short and sweet. He's a good boy. So let's say hi to everybody now for about 2 minutes, and then we'll go right into the weather. Good morning, Miss Rosie over there on YouTube. Met Pamela, Brian Elliott, Pam Rogers. My Tarpon Springs buddy Jennifer. Nancy Powers. What's up there, Facebook? So we are streaming live on Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube, by the way. Hello, Twitter. Good morning, Miss Shelly Ross. Shelly is our cruise planner. She's like Julie. I have a Julie, but Shelly's kind of like the Julie from the Love Boat. She's been planning this along with Kim really good. What's up, Jessica from Jacksonville? Good morning. It's freezing up there. We got more cold air on the way. Big yawns for everybody. Let's say a couple more highs. Mary Krause, good morning. Good morning, Sindel from Walthall, North Carolina. Not really a lot of weather coming your way, I don't think. We got a big front coming through. Everybody's going to get something the next 2 days. Thursday, tomorrow, we got a big line coming down, big cold front. It's going to make its way all the way through the East Coast, all the way down through Florida. So there will be storms. There will be some rain. I just posted a animated GIF here. We're going to go over the timing first of what's going on. Not a lot of severe weather expected, but the SPC Storm Prediction Center is showing yellow, which is a slight risk, which also is a terrible word because it's slight means little, but there is going to be a tornado chance tomorrow across the south. So we'll show you that. What's up, Loretta Reed, Brevard, North Carolina? Oh my God, Kathy, you got 3. You're from Bradenton. Well, I can't have 3. I refuse to have 3. But Bradenton's cool. I was born and raised in Bradenton. I am a Bradenton native. That's for sure. What's up, Josh from Destin? We love Destin. Close to Panama City Beach. St. Andrews State Park there. I think I camped there before. Pretty good area. Love it. Heading up there for the Golf Jam in June. It's going to be a lot of fun hanging out with everybody that way for sure. All right, so let's talk about this a couple things. So here's today. We're going to jump right into weather. Cold air is on the way. I have not checked. So, oh man, this dog is the best. I was telling a bunch of the vendors at the ABC retreat that they had that this needs to be the new Spuds McKenzie. I had one eyebrow. Old Smoky Moonshine was there. I'm like, Old Smoky needs, this looks like Old Smoky. Old Smoky Moonshine needs a Louis. Because marketing wise, everybody needs to chill like Louis and enjoy some Old Smoky Moonshine. I mean, he's only 3 years old. He's the most chill dog in the world. He'd be the greatest marketing campaign manager ever, man. All right. So, thanks for my shenanigans. Hey, man, the airport situation this morning, man. First it was Southwest during Christmas time, right? And then the computer crashed this morning. Bad couple weeks there flying. I feel bad for everybody. Yeah, my dad's birthday. Hey, cousin Jeannie. Yeah, I didn't even mention that. I was like, who the hell knows that? So today's a special day. My dad's 85 years old. My dad. Dear old dad. We're going to Cody's tomorrow night. He's like, I made it. That dumbass was on the roof the other day. Stubborn old man. He drives all over the dang place, man. That guy, you think he's about 65. Amazing guy. Great idol. Then my Emily is tomorrow. So we have birthday week here. It's always a fun week. It's always bad to get a birthday right after Christmas time because it's hard to buy gifts when you just had Christmas. So we try. Dinner's more fun. All right, so here's storms today. Little bit of storm chance today. Mississippi Valley there. A little bit. This thing really starts to get cooking tomorrow. Here's tomorrow's storm chances. So this will be what the big weather is tomorrow. Usually in the yellow area, usually that means you're going to be under a tornado watch. So we could see some tornadoes popping up here through Alabama and Georgia, maybe even along the upper Gulf Coast tomorrow. Tornado chances, 2%. It's not as high as we normally see. So mainly a wind event, and that's about it. Day 3, it's going to be gone. So it's not a really bad cold front. Why is day 3 not working? Why is nothing working? Oh, God. Let's not crash Chrome first thing January 11th. There's day 3. So day 3. So here's a little bit of skinny line through Florida. Light green is the lowest chance of risk that the SPC has. And we're just going to see a thunderstorm roll through early morning. So here's what the radar is going to look like. So we got a frontal line. And it's going to take a while to brew. This is tonight. It really doesn't get going. So here we go. This is overnight tonight around midnight. You're going to start to see the thing start brewing here through Arkansas. And there's your line. Classic squall line. Might be down into Louisiana tomorrow morning. Starting to set up a little bit stronger. There you go. Here's tomorrow, 8 o'clock in the morning, Thursday morning. There's our skinny little line, little squall line, cute little thing. Cold air. It's already cold. There's already cold air in place, so it doesn't take much to cool things down even more. And this is the setup. This is what they're watching tomorrow. This squall line builds up with heating, a little bit of Gulf moisture fueling in. And there we go. We could have some storms through Tennessee all the way down to the Gulf Coast. This is noon tomorrow. There you go. Hefty little line. Could be some discrete cells out in front that could be a little more interesting to watch out ahead of the main line. So this is tomorrow afternoon, evening. There you go. It's kind of a great look at what it's going to be like. There's going to be some storms out ahead of the main squall line. And it's going to push through the Carolinas tomorrow evening about 8, 9 o'clock. And as we get to the midnight hour, here we go. This is closing in on midnight here. There's our squall line through Florida. And we could have it actually reach down in Central Florida here early, 3, 4 o'clock in the morning of Friday. So most of it's gone Friday morning. But there's going to be lingering storms here Friday morning down into Central Florida. And this is going to push its way all the way through the state. So overnight Thursday, overnight hours here. And then more Friday morning hours here. And then it'll be gone. There's going to be some snow on the backside. Anita from Largo. Hey, Anita. If you like wine, ABC's got an grand opening tomorrow of their Largo store. They're doing some giveaways. So check that out. Chrome's down. Nope, no Chrome doom, Shelly. We're going to make it through the whole year. We only crashed Chrome once last year, and I think it was in November. So anyway, we got NASCAR coming too, by the way. Our Furman OSR and Coastal Plains and Victory Power teaser is coming soon. Can't spill all the beans yet, but all right. So there's that. Another way we can look at the storm tomorrow. Let's take a look at Windy app. I need to look at the snow. There's an outside chance Goofy Me might fly up there. They got a flight tomorrow night and it comes home Friday night. Let's hope the FAA got their computers fixed. But Allegiant's got the perfect flight tomorrow. All right, so let's look at the rain and thunder. This is what it's going to look like as it comes through. Yesterday they were showing 5 to 6 inches in Gatlinburg. Now that's always a big story. Anita, there you go. Look it up. Free wine. ABC Fine Wine. Largo, brand new store. They just opened. Reading Rainbow wants to know, why is it cold in Florida? Good question. Well, we have a high pressure over us right now. You can kind of see it spinning. But this generally means cool air locks in and comes in from the Arctic north. And that's kind of what we got. You can kind of see the rotation here. So we got a little high pressure over top of Florida right now. We had a skinny little line come through last night. It wasn't much, but here's the current surface charts. I do not like this loading slow thing. I think this is a NOAA thing. So here's that high right over. This is the current surface chart map. And yeah, sometimes when these high pressures spin clockwise, sometimes they blow in, cold air as they spin. So we're getting some cold attic air. But anyway, that's going to disappear briefly tomorrow as we get this approaching frontal line. Here's that frontal line setting up tomorrow. This is Thursday morning. Here's Thursday noon. Here's Thursday p.m. This is about 7 p.m. tomorrow night. So there's your hefty little line tomorrow night, 7 p.m. Thunder and lightning, definitely. Here is your 2 a.m. Thursday, Friday a.m. Friday, 2 a.m. If you're wondering about the I-4 corridor, this is about 6 a.m. So the commute on Friday could be interesting. Here, see my mouse pad? Sexy. I used to have a Hooters one. I actually looked over just now and saw a bunch of dog hair on there. I'm like, it's got a nice gel thing on it, though. All right, here's Friday morning. And it's going to make its way through Florida. Here's noontime Friday. But look what happens. It's going to pass through Friday night. Friday, 10 p.m., it's long gone. Snow in the mountains. Darn it, might be a little late. So there you go. Frontal line will be all the way through. Weekend's going to be phenomenal. Let's take a look at some rain maps. Just to give you an idea what kind of rain precipitation we could be looking at. I can do it on my site here. This is it. So if you go to the QPF page right here, QPF page, we'll be able to see. I think it's a NOAA. It's not me. I think there must be slow. All right, so your QPF quantitative precipitation or something like that. Oh, there it is. Quantitative precipitation forecast. All right, so day 1. Here's day 2. Default's back up there. Damn it. I hate it when it does. Then I got to scroll back down here again. All right, so here's day 2. This is tomorrow. Thursday rains. Remember now, some of these rains are going to end up down here on Friday. So let's take a look. There's Friday. Friday rains. Now watch Saturday rains. Ready? Here we go. Boop. Wonderful weekend, except for out west. Out west is getting rains again. But kind of not counting California, Saturday, pretty much dry for everybody. Sunday, more the same. So, if you're living in the south and you're living in the east, right here, perfection. Saturday, Sunday. Cold air. Cool air is definitely coming. We're going to be down at the 30s here, it looks like, in Florida. Let's take a look at Florida, since Florida's the only one that cares about cold weather. We're the only ones that make big deals about cold weather, because everybody else is used to cold weather. So let's take a look. On Saturday, things really start to cool down, but let's look at, here's the thing. Emily's got a softball camp at University of Tampa on Saturday. High temperatures are only going to be, this is high temperatures. These are high temperatures for Saturday. Highs of 50s. High of 63 in Miami. High of maybe 50s West Palm Beach. These are high temperatures for Saturday. Burr, burr, burr. Now let's look at low temperatures for Saturday night. Boom! So, anything pink, I-4 north, I-4 is everything. I-4 is the dividing line of all weather in Florida. It happens every dang time we do one of these. Pretty much everybody red line north could possibly be freezing temperatures. Maybe not so much on the Atlantic side, because you're going to get some air blowing in off the Atlantic, which is going to keep things a little warm. The Atlantic's obviously warmer than 30 degrees. What are you looking at, Hunter? You good boy? But a lot of freezing temperatures. This is a blend of models too. This isn't like, this averages them out, so it could be even cooler than this. Usually temperature forecasts are a little under aggressive. But anyway, Sunday morning, freezing temps, 36 maybe Hillsboro, 40s all the way down to Miami, 39 possibly around Naples. And of course, inland's always colder, as you're not influenced by the water. That's why you get that cold Attic blast. And that's why I'm always colder in Oldsmar. We don't have any water influence here in North Pinellas. We're the far extreme edge of Pinellas, away from the Gulf of Mexico. Alrighty. What else is going on? Fort Walton? Well, you're going to be cold. Linda Ortega's going on a cruise. How about that? Cool in the Caribbean? Yes, it will be. I saw somebody told me Belize. We had a fan in Belize. It was like, it's going to be 50s in Belize. Let's look at Sunday morning. Look at that. 59 in Belize Sunday morning. Tropical. Look at that. You can see why. Look at these wind barbs. The wind barbs tell the story. These wind barbs are cold Attic air blowing in from the north. Polar Express. It might even be cold for our buddy John down in the Cayman Islands. Oh, actually, he told me he might be here again for the license plate thing. Oh, Shelly's still waiting on your signs. Oh, my goodness. Hey, Richard Sedford, how you doing, Mister? Good to see you, man. Fallen iguanas again, oh garage. That's right. That seems to be a lot of that happening lately. Fort Walton Beach. What's up, Katie Haley? I got a shirt with a bunch of little white dots on it. Dummy me always gets a harebrained idea to go clean the back porch with bleach, and I just do it anyways. And bleach falling from the skies ruins shirts. I don't care anymore. But this is a cool $5 shirt. It's Dixie Cups. American flag Dixie Cups. All right, so how's the weather for you guys? Well, that's it. We got storms rolling through. Nothing really major. California, obviously, dealing with the rain still. I mean, look at this little pocket of rain expected, 10 to 15 inches in the next 5 days. It's just unbelievable what's happening out there. Tons of flooding out west. A lot of evacuations. That's just tremendous. If you let's look at some rainfall estimates coming for California. It's just relentless. They call that the atmospheric river in Pineapple Express, and we showed that a bunch. But here's basically more rain coming. Northern California. Purple could be feet of rain. Any purple is usually 10, 11, 12 inches. So that's more to come, unfortunately. They've had to close down ski resorts out west because they've had feet of snow in the higher elevations. Epic. And there was tornado warnings on Monday. Like, never happens. Well, I didn't know that. I act like I know what I'm talking about. Locals told me that never happens. I did say it was rare. Let's take a look at radar scope. Take a look out west. I've never clicked on radar scope for California, so we are going to do that right now. Let's take a looky. Let's zoom out to California and see what we get. Look at that weird echo. All right, so we're going to go out here. Take a look at I have a lot of good radar sites out here. All right, well, that'll be good. Why isn't? Oh, they weren't zooming in because I was zoomed out too far. But just a lot of. There's more rain for San Francisco coming in. Just an atmospheric river rolling in, man. You can see it really well too. Let's look at goes west. Take a look at that. So let's go to goes west and click on that. And then we will go to Northern Pacific. I did this the other day. I can't remember what was the perfect one. Northern. That wasn't the one. Northeast. Let's see. Pacific Northwest. This one kind of shows you what's going on. It's more than California, but you get the idea. Just lots of this rolling in. And it's just continuing out there. Well, the best thing to do would be going to Weather Nerds, weathernerds.org. Our buddy Matt got the coolest weather. I don't know what the heck I was thinking. So we'll go to East Pacific here and North Pacific. So I've never had to learn. Look at another one coming. So here's California. So let's just put it in perspective here. So you get these big upper level lows here happening. Even though the low's way up here, obviously it's almost like a subtropical type of a system, right? So all this convection develops to the bottom side and it just pumps in as this thing spins. And the same thing's happening out here. I don't know if this was going, but this is what they've had. They've had these lows come across, and it's just been the same pattern of these huge low pressure systems pumping in moisture to California. You can see the spinach, BOGO spinach, and it looks like the one there in behind this one's going to come again. You can see it. Let's take a look at little tropical tidbits here. I'm going to check out the snow forecast. I'm like waiting to hit the button here. I don't know what I'm going to do. Julie's looking at me like I'm lost it. There's really not even a good northern. I don't really see a good one for over there, Pacific. I guess North Pacific, that's it. So, this is kind of what we got coming. This is the one happening now. More moisture. You can just see it funneling in over there. They're just kicking all kinds of moisture in. This is all the way through the 23rd. All right. No, they're not hurricanes, actually. Nope. They're just big low pressure systems. Kind of what we get in the Atlantic. They look like hurricanes. They can have hurricane gales, winds. It's just they don't classify because a lot of things need convection tightly near the core. You got to have, warm core, meaning tight tropical core, basically. These are just subtropical. No, they're not tropical because they don't fit the definition. They're just big low pressure systems. That's about it. Kind of like a nor'easter. All right, let's zoom into Gatlinburg here. Let's see what kind of snow they're going to get here. Let's go back the next 5 days. All right, so the Euro still showing about 4 to 5 inches. 19 degrees. Gatlinburg. So that's not that much snow. Most of this is going to fall Friday during the day. GFS. Ooh, a little more. 4.8. We might be getting HRR numbers now. 48 hours. Not quite there yet. But NAM we will be. NAM's 60 hours out. Oh, God, NAM's really going all in. That's more elevation, though. Upper elevation. 7 inches, 8 inches. But that's mountain snow. But it's interesting. Icon next 5 days. About the same. 5 inches. Is that significant? Is it worth going? See you, Mr. Eric. Appreciate all you do, buddy. Have a good day at work. El Niño, good question. El Niño will be kicking soon. We're definitely leaning towards El Niño summertime. We'll be getting a lot of preseason predictions below normal because a lot of forecasters use El Niño, La Niña as the number one reasoning for their forecast. However, it doesn't mean much. Here's what they did last year. So I had here was our forecast. So my buddy Eric Burris, they had a great forecast. Florida is the number one hot spot. Props to them. They were right. They also said hot spot number 2, Coastal Carolinas, didn't pan out. But they were right at least with that. I give them props for that. As far as overall numbers go, though, the original forecast was 20 name storms. We only ended up with 14. Actually, a little bit below average. We were supposed to have 20. We got 14. Supposed to have 10 hurricanes. We had 8. Supposed to have 5 major hurricanes. We only had 2. That's a big difference. 5 expected. We only got 2. ACE is a big number everybody looks at. Accumulated energy throughout the season. They expected 180 ACE. The average is 123. Actually, we only had 95. So other than Ian, it was a pretty weak season as far as powerful storms go. So, thing about La Nina is this. This is a very interesting graphic I put together. During El Nino years, it's supposed to have less activity in the tropics. But looking back at 2004, which you can see this. We can go to that. We can go to the La Nina page here. We can look at history. Actually, I don't know. Oh, there we go. This is history. All right, so we look back at 2004 for Florida, primarily. 2004, right here. So this is a measurement of the temperatures in Pacific and the region, and if the waters are above normal in red, that means it's an El Nino year, which is supposed to be less hurricanes. What I found interesting, 2004, we were in a El Nino year, which we should have had less hurricanes, but we had a very active year for Florida in 2004. So that really didn't pan out. El Nino was supposed to be slow. 2004, it was very active, at least in the south. Fast forward to 2018. We all know what hit Florida in 18, and it was also a El Nino year. Oh, as was Florence. Florence did weaken a little bit, but it was still a Category 4 out in the open Atlantic. So it doesn't, to me, it doesn't really mean much. That's going to be my new take, that it only takes one. And I think the last few years we can agree with Laura, Ida, and Ian, it only takes one. Now, 2020, we had the most active season ever, and we were in the blue. That would make sense. We had a lot of named storms, but there were a lot of fish storms. Only takes one. 2021 was the third most active season ever, and it was also all blue, meaning La Nina. So blue is supposed to be more active, red's supposed to be less active. But then again, so now last year we were in this La Nina pattern, and we had a slow season. It was the third year in a row. Now notice one thing that a lot of the big dogs are talking about. 1, 2, 3. We've not had 3 consecutive years in La Nina in a long time. We did in 98, 99, 2000. That was the last time. That was before I even started tracking storms. I don't even know what the hell I was doing then. But there was only a few different times that we've had 3 consecutive years. And it looks like it happens at like 50, 54, 55, 56, 73, 74, 70. So 20 years later they had one. Then we had another one. Those are peak months. I'm not going to do unless it's peak months. 98, 99. So it's like every 30 years. 98, 99, 100. Or 100. 2000. And then look. Fast forward to 20. So like every 20 years or so, we get these third year La Ninas. That's crazy, right? So the question mark is, third year probably is not as active as year 1 and year 2. Go back and look. I need to go back and look at 2000. Need to go back and look at 75 and go back and look at 56. I wasn't even born in 56. When you barely born in 75. I was still young and I was 2. Anyway, Tiffany. Hey, we'll see you. What's up, Mr. Moogie? Got race time coming. Went to the hotel this week. It was getting closer. El Nino is not really hot. The water. I mean, we can Google. I tell you the truth, I really don't know. I do know, but let's see what summer for. There's a couple graphics I'm gonna look at here real quick. A lot of it has to do with just usually wetter in the south, but just make sure it's El Nino. Amplified storm tracks, I do know that. Usually El Nino does make a little bit more storms. So here's your El Nino pattern. This is on Ocean Service, NOAA.gov. So as far as general weather goes, this is more summertime. So this is, stormier, wetter, stormier and wettier. Jet stream dips farther south. And when you have a dipping jet stream, that's that shear that we talk about when you have La Nina, the jet stream's more north, and that allows less wind shear to develop below. Because we have a jet stream in the south, we have a lot more wind shear, and that's typically why you would have less storms. But like I said, La Nina last year, El Nino this year, it's so confusing. But years that we've had El Nino, which is supposed to be less hurricanes, 2004 and 2018, Florida had some big time hurricanes. So it doesn't mean anything is what I'm getting at. But the overall weather pattern is warmer up north. Obviously just mainly warmer, drier, because most of this jet stream packs in all the moisture to the south. So this is your typical El Nino summertime pattern. A dip in the jet stream. And then there's your La Nina. The jet stream's farther north. And that brings more stormy action to the middle part of the country. But we're not going to be in this pattern anymore. But like I said, I don't know, man. This might be for averages, but like I said, I think we get too wrapped up in this pattern. It only takes one. 2020 was a very long year, Miss Katie Haley. It was. Flights are all over the place today. I feel bad for people stuck. Well, Broken Winch, hey man, appreciate you watching. But hey, you can always go back and watch it now. Right, Broken? I keep the video right up top here. You can always watch it. You can also watch it on the app. Don't have to watch it live. And no, trust me, half of the views, maybe 60% are watched, recorded now. And that's Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube. So anyway, that's about it. I'm gonna look at some individual snow totals here. I gotta figure out if I'm gonna fly. I like to go look at snow, man. This might be my only weekend for a while. Let's look at the blend of precip, and then I'm gonna look at the GFS. GFS to me, a little bit more, possibly a little bit more. Oh, it's pretty aggressive there. That blend. All right, well, we got pockets of 6-7 inches maybe here in Gatlinburg. So there's going to be snow. This is a blend of models. This is an average of models. So if you're going to the Smokies, Friday could have snow all day Friday. And the few times I have chased snow up there, most of it falls at night. So it'd be kind of neat to be roaming around with snow falling. I don't have very many memories left at all. But I don't have very many memories of snow falling. One thing about this vendor party. Hey, Johnny Weaver. No, man, our favorite top. I gotta find out. We got an appointment. Oh crap! I gotta find out. I think our appointment. I might have to cut this short. I forgot. Julie and I have an appointment. Oh, let me text what time. Then we got to go buy some birthday gifts. That's always something. But what I'm going to show you, the cool thing about this vendor party was there's some really cool stuff, man. Oh, I got a little time. It's 11. This right here was phenomenal. It's called Rebel. Pineapple juice. Oh, God. It was like... And then there was a blue iced potato vodka. Only like 64 calories a serving. And it tasted really good. Look at that. So I took pictures. Some stuff to try. Took a lot of pictures. I'm gonna go buy all this new stuff. All right, so there's snow. You know, other than the higher elevations, The zoom in a little closer here. So if I fly up there, so we got a big birthday party tomorrow. Legion's got a late night flight. Get there about 10 o'clock. Get settled in. Then fly home tomorrow night. Then she's got a big softball camp on Saturday morning. She doesn't know it yet. I didn't tell Julie about pulling her out of school. But hey, man, she got 3.8 GPA, man. Doing good. All right, so we're going to zoom in on Kentucky and Tennessee. And we're going to go to Knoxville, Tennessee. Let's check out Snowfall. This zooms in. So the region I'm looking at is right here. Oh, God, I just sneak peeked it. I didn't want to see it already. I wanted to build the excitement for myself. So this is Gatlinburg right here somewhere. Actually, let's go to the maps and see where the heck. So what part of the state? I always go over here and look. Just to get an idea of the map. We had a lot of folks on MWP saying they're going to be up there this weekend. So Gatlinburg, technically. All right, so here's your state lines. This is Georgia. There's Virginia. There's Asheville. So usually it's like directly. Let's see if I'm right. Zoom in. Yep. There's Gatlinburg right here. So there's Asheville. So there's Gatlinburg. So if we go back, it's about right there, smack dab in the middle of the state, right between Knoxville and Asheville. So this is it right here. Right between Knoxville and Asheville is Gatlinburg, kind of middle of the state. So now we're going to go back to the models. We're going to see all these models and pages that I opened oh, right there, okay. And we're going to see, drum roll, this is the Euro. Here we go. This is Thursday night. Nothing yet. Oh! Overnight Friday. Here we go. Friday morning. It's coming down. Now throughout the day on Friday, look, see it's building. Building. And we could have some 7, 8, 9, 10 inches right here, man. Higher elevation still, but usually means that's going to make it to the surface. Lower elevation. Now it's going to be a quick warm up. Won't stick long. GFS, about the same. Right there, smack dab in the middle of the state. So snow throughout the day. So there you go. That's my excitement. Nam does. Oh, Nam's really. Oh, I showed you that earlier. Nam really got aggressive on some of those higher elevation totals. Big time. Holy moly. That's huge. Right at the state line. Man, big time. They're showing 32 inches of snow on those mountaintops. There's a little shortwave burst of energy coming behind this frontal line that might allow this to actually happen. This little extra pop of moisture. You can see it. So as our main front comes through right here Thursday. What the hell am I looking at? I'm like way ahead of myself. Here we go. This is the front. This is tomorrow. And then we get a little bit of pop here behind it that could linger in producing some juice. So, exciting stuff. Might do it. I know Mike's full. I'm pretty weird about that. I don't know what it is about it. I just get so excited about it. You know, I'm living in Florida my whole life. I just get excited. Yeah, Shelly, you guys talked me out of Christmas. Listen, I didn't go Christmas because I didn't want to get stuck. And you know what? Heck, I might have got stuck because I might have flew Southwest. Good thing I didn't go Christmas. My pick was hilarious. I have no idea when I took that picture. That was just a picture. Doreen, where you been? We start at 9:19 every day. This is Friday morning, by the way. Friday mid-morning. There's your frontal line. So that's what we got. Cold weather on the way. We already showed that. Snow back here. Doo-doo-doo. There you go. All right. Well, that's about it. Nothing else weather-wise we can talk about. Long range. Let's look at long range. I always like to look long range. I guess we should do that. Let's see what's cooking next week. Let's see if there's anything possibly brewing next week. I don't think there really was anything that stuck out as far as any jet stream dips. See, all these stem from the Pacific and they end up coming across. That one dips pretty low. This would be next Thursday, the 19th. Could have our next little round of upper Gulf storms next Thursday. That could be potential. Yeah, it could be next week, midweek next week. Could be another round of storms midweek next week. Upper Gulf. Yeah, another cold front. Look at that. Just like, hey man, back in the day, it was every week cold fronts, right? But we're getting a little more bigger dips in the jet. And that's interesting, though. We could have some storms next week. It was Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, the same pattern. I bet you the SPC is talking about it. Let's take a look. Let's see what they say. By the middle of next week, medium range guidance suggests an upper trough may eject across the sun. Low moisture returns ahead of this. Blah, blah, blah. Some risk for organized thunderstorms. Large degree of certainty. So they're talking about it. Cool beans. All right. Well, hey, pay to park, Scott. I gotta get a rental car. I'd drive, but man, it's 10 hours. That's a long ride. ABC Eyewall. I did. It was fun. The worst part of traveling when it's myself, I forgot my contact lens solution. So dummy me, I put it in water, thought that would help. No, it was awful. My eyes burned bad. And then I brought some cool shorts and a shirt, and I didn't bring flip-flops or shoes. So I got stuck with my dress shoes. So it was a rough ride home. But anyway, it was fun. All right, well, hey, there you go. So, hey, we might, if I fly out there for the day to see snow, and the only reason, Legion's got some amazing deals right now, $80 one way. I'll be doing a lot of video and footage and bring my drone and have some fun with that. So, we're either going to be live on Friday here in Oldsmar, or we're going to be live in the Smoky Mountains. So stay tuned for that. Yeah, Shelly, let's not talk about my laptop. Oh, Chris, no, this happened yesterday when I was in Daytona or Orlando. Oh, YouTube channels pulling illegal parkers. Okay, well, we won't want to do that. So. All right, well, everybody have a great day. Thanks for tuning in. We really appreciate it. We got our second year Cat 5 shirts on the kitchen counter, so we'll be getting those out in the next week. Patience for that. And we're slowly getting things lined up for our cruise and our brew crew party. So if you're in the southeast area and you want to come hang out with us, and if you're not on the cruise, that's fine. You can VIP to come hang out for the day on Sunday. Party it up a little bit. And that'd be fun. All right. Have a good one. Stay tuned. We'll let you know about Friday. There's really no serious weather coming up, so it might be pointless to even go online. It's like I think that's the first day. Well, we might be talking about next week's storms Friday. There could be a chance we could have Wednesday, Thursday storms for the upper Gulf again, as we have another. It does appear we might have another. Dip in the jet here coming down and creating some rough weather right here. Yeah, so it could be. I bet it's showing up on windy too. Let's take a look at that real quick here. Let's zoom out. I bet you it's going to show up for Wednesday next week and Thursday. There it is right there. So this is Wednesday night. So next week does appear our next system brews. Look at that. This is next Thursday early morning. And it goes through Florida again. Deja vu, BOGO, cold fronts. Same time, same place. No. 1 week, same place, plus 7 days. So, good morning, Keisha. Thank you. Have a great, blessed day. All right, welcome. Bob, thanks, Nita. All right, I'm signing off. I got to go meet Julie, and Christmas parties are on the agenda for Dad.